Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since my last update, and I wanted to talk about that for a second. Just for me, trying to finish off this G4 has just kind of turned into a problem. Every chance I got, I ran into just difficulties that was unexpected. And then there was all the regular stuff, running my business. I was, holidays, birthday, doctor's appointments. Our dog got sick. We had to take her to the vet a couple of times. So just stuff like that. And it's all normal stuff. That's fine. But it just, modeling takes a back seat sometimes, and that's okay. But I did get a couple of items done on the G4. And before I get into what I did with all that and what I'm doing with the rest of it before we get it to paint, I want to show how I did the fan belt on the motor, and then I want to show just some technical stuff on this rear suspension here, because it's kind of ambiguous in the instructions how these go together, and I want to cover how to put those together properly so they'll work for you. So let's get on to the motor, and then we'll come back and we'll get on to the chassis parts. Hi, welcome back to the channel. So to start this video off, we're going to be building the fan belt for this Mercedes motor. As I stated last video, the original plastic piece broke off. It just really shattered off bad. So I just cleaned up the pulleys, made them round, and then I painted them. Not the face of this one because the fan's going to glue on that. But I painted them just BL3 semi-gloss black, and then I did the outside of these with the Maltau chrome pen. Just use this. I love these, can't say enough about them. Just went around it, done and done. So now we're going to do the fan belt. I don't know where I got this from. It's some sort of Chinese name. You can't see it real well on the camera because of their stupid graphics, but it comes out nice and flat. It's wide. That's probably, I don't know, almost a millimeter wide, I guess. And then it's a quarter that thick, and it's got a little bit of stretch to it, so I think it'll be cool. It's going to work really well. So I'm just going to start by putting a drop on the top of this Pepsi lid. I'm going to put just a drop right here. And then I'm going to wrap some around right there. Make sure that doesn't have a twist in it. Start it there. Okay, that lined up really nice. Now I'm going to take my blade here. Cut that off. Then again, a little bit of glue around that edge. A little glue down there. Okay. Just roll that over. Make sure the glue gets attacked on there, and done and done. You got a pretty good looking little fan belt right there. Just got to adjust that out a little bit. Okay, so there's that. It kind of pops up on the top there, of course. No problem. Just another little drop of glue. Just kind of run your finger over it and press it down a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that is that. Now it's time to paint, and it starts time to get the fan blade out and get that put on there. Then we can get to the meat and potatoes of this project. Okay, so we got the motor mocked up into the chassis. We got the fan belt on. We got the fan blades on. You can see how good that looks. So that completes that little step of the project. Then from the last video, we have this. And that's going to go on. And you can really see how that's starting to come together. What I really wanted to talk about was the chassis. So I did get a little bit of work done on it here and there. Never really did get enough time to do a video, but honestly, these are just a lot of little fiddly parts. And I really didn't think I needed a 9-hour long video of me dropping tiny stuff while I was trying to sand it and then swearing. So I got the front end put together. That's all just step by step from instructions. That's super easy. And this kit is amazing, so everything just fits perfectly. You can see on here how it clips in. And it is just so nicely cast that it just goes right in. It's beautiful. So we'll leave that in, and then later on I'll get the rest of the steering linkage stuff taken care of. Most of that I'm going to do off camera. So yeah, so what I wanted to talk about was this part here in particular. If you look at how it is on here, and it's just, you actually build it the same, kind of the same for both sides. It's hard to explain, but I'll show you. So on the springs, which is what you start at, you have, let me use the other one. They're basically the same. Though they're made so they're sided. But what you need to look for is this spot right here. It has, one side has what looks like a little 6-sided cap. That faces the outside of the vehicle. And then you have this little half moon tab, and that faces the inside of the vehicle. So for this, it's going to go like this. And then this piece goes on, and this is flat on the back, and it's kind of 3D on the front, and that faces toward the outside of the vehicle. So that glues on like that. And then I'll go to the one that's done, and I'll talk about the rest of it. So you got these two caps here. The ones with the round knob, they face out. They face to the outside, so they'll be on the side with the 6-sided cap, because that's where your backing plates and your axle ends go. That's where your tires are going to mount. And then on the other ones, they have this little diamond shape cutout here, and that's where your axles mount to. So it's really solid. It comes together really solidly, and it looks amazing when it's done. It's just so detailed. It's crazy, but it all goes together real nice, and it's real sturdy. So I gotta say, I'm loving the kit. I was really excited to get it, and it's going together nicely, and you just can't ask for anything better. I do wish I had a little more time to work on it and film these videos, but you can only do what you do. So as I was saying, this has that half moon piece because that mounts onto this bracket here, like so, and then that's going to mount onto the frame, and then you have your two pieces that go across the inside. You have two center pieces there. But yeah, so that's where we're at so far. Like I said, everything else is real self-explanatory. There's no real confusion into how any of this goes together. There's still a lot of little bits that need to be finished before we can paint it. All the steering, more steering. You got the wheel mounts for the spare tires up on the fenders. You got the interior, and then you got a little bit that we have to do for the front piece, and then we have some bodywork stuff I want to do, because all of this is going to get put together. I mean, the entire thing is going to get put together, and then it's all going to be primered at once. And I'll show you that in the next video why I'm doing that. But some of this stuff is not correct to the Hogan's Heroes car, so I still need to go through and kind of figure out what I need on it and what I don't need on it. But I will get that all done, and that'll be off camera, so you don't have to watch me spend days looking at pictures of the real car to figure out what I want to keep and what I don't. I'll just skip through all that and spare you the details. And that's it for this video. I know all I did was talk. I didn't really do much, and sorry about that, but that's where we're at on this kit so far. And like I said, it's just a bunch of fiddly bits. I don't really need to show you me dropping them. So if you like the videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.